Okay, so my countdown to War for the Planet of the Apes continues. So now we are on dawn of the Planet of the Apes. So yeah, there's gonna be spoilers, major spoilers in this review. So if you have not seen the movie, go watch it. Come on back and hear what I have to say about it. Seriously, go watch it. If you're a fan of the Planet of the Apes movies, especially Rise of the Planet of the Apes, what are you waiting for? Go watch it. Now, so so we see that it's been some time since, like, when we pick up from this movie, it's been some time since, you know, the events of Rise of the Planet Rise of the Planet of the Apes. and basically, you know, like, it seems like the apes really took over the planet. Like, there's no signs of human life whatsoever. They're like Caesar, and starts to think, is there any humans left? And then you see that there actually is a group of humans that are there, and then they cross paths, and you think that right then and there's going to be a fight from the trailers, and that's how it looked in the trailers. And then when you go in and watching this movie, it is not that black and white. I mean, like, it makes you wonder what builds up to that, because, you know, they get off on the wrong foot when they first cross paths, and Caesar goes to them just to say that, basically, you know, you stay at your corner, we'll stay at our corner. We won't attack unless we really have to. You know, like, we won't attack you, but we will fight back. I mean, like, you know, if to anyone who, you know, basically opposes a threat to them, if they come looking for trouble, then yeah, they will fight back. And so that is that. And then these humans are just trying to find a way to get to what's left of, you know, what's very little power that they have left, to basically see if there are any other survivors out there, and they're trying to contact them and just, you know, get them to, you know, expand their resources and whatnot. And Caesar, agrees to let them do that. And there's conflict between both sides, like, where one human, I forgot his name, but, you know, he plays a douchebag in almost everything that he's in. But you see that he's reluctant on this little, you know, like, temporary alliance. And also there's Koba, and you see that he's also not really happy with this idea either. So you see that one of these two are gonna fuck things up, and we start to think that it's gonna be the human, because, you know, he basically disobeyed Caesar's wishes by no guns, and he kept his, and you're thinking that he's gonna fuck shit up. And then on the other hand, there's Koba, who's basically going behind Caesar's back, and he basically, he's the one who starts shit, and he's willing to kill Caesar, or, you know, like, the basically slaughter mankind. And that's all he cares about. That's his only desire, is to basically make sure the human race is completely wiped out, and it's just nothing but apes. Because, you know, like, how he was treated in the lab, I can understand why he feels that way, because that's all he knows. All he knows is basically the cruelty of mankind. And you do sympathize with him, but and no, when you really think about it, if Will didn't take Caesar under his wing, I believe that's how Caesar would have turned out, just like Koba. And it's funny, like, he kind of reminds me of Shane from The Walking Dead, of how he wanted to take Rick out of the equation, just a little bit, how he wanted to take Rick out of the equation and basically be the leader of, you know, like, of their group, and basically, you know, have them do things his way, you know. And there's a little bit of Negan in Koba too, like, where he kills one ape in front of, you know, like, an army of apes, and, you know, like, and then they still follow behind him. Well, a majority of them anyway. And so yeah, I mean, it's you know, pretty insane. And then he goes to attack the rest of the humans. And then from their point of view, it looks like, you know, the apes just are just gonna attack them, like just like that, like where like where that's basically Caesar's order, like where they're just gonna attack and attack and attack and attack. And so things go very, very, very south, and that's what starts the war between these two sides. And this is, and it's beyond repairable, and all Caesar can really do is the best he can to get what what armies, like what's left of his army back, from basically from getting killed, because that's all Koba is basically doing, is leading them into a bloodbath, and he doesn't care how many apes get killed in the process, as long as he gets the kill, as long as he accomplishes his mission to kill humanity. And like, I understand why he does it, but at the same time, you basically still root for Caesar in the end. And there's a lot of heartfelt moments in this movie, like where Gary Oldman's character Dreyfus is looking at pictures of his family and he gets emotional. Caesar looks at like an old video with him and where Will's teaching him how to speak, and he's when he's a baby, and it's emotional for him too. And you think that Gary Oldman's character Dreyfus is the leading human in the movie, but no, it's actually Malcolm, who basically is trying to reason with Caesar and just work with them in order to get what they want done. And you get why both sides are reluctant at first. You really understand, and I definitely get where Koba's coming from. Like, if they let them do what they're trying to do, then we lose our advantage, and they may try to kill us. And I believe that Dreyfus would possibly go behind Malcolm's back and probably try to attack the apes, like if they did do that. I mean, I do believe he does have the willpower to do that, even before Koba went all out crazy, ape shit, no pun intended, on on basically their camp. So yeah, Caesar does defeat Koba in the end, but still, like I said, what Koba did, his actions are beyond repairable. There's an army coming, they reached out to an army and they're on their way. So yeah, Caesar has a lot to do, and this does lead up to a war. And well, a war has started, and he tells Malcolm to basically retreat, get as far away as possible, stay out of the line of fire. And that's how it ends, like where Caesar is getting ready for for the aftermath of Koba's actions. And yeah, this definitely topped the first one, and you get both sides, and it's not so much as like, yeah, apes fuck up the humans or anything like that, because there is good humans, and then there's good apes, and then there's bad humans, and then there's bad, and then there's Koba, or there's a bad ape and there's a bad human. You get where I'm going with this. So it's like the movie kind of manipulates where like okay, we know you're rooting for the apes, but think about the humans that that are not all the humans are bad. You know what I mean? So yeah, with that all being said, this gets definitely 4.5 chair spins out of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4.5, or wait, okay, 4.5 epic chair spins. So from what I'm hearing, War for the Planet of the Apes is really epic, and it's not as simple as an all-out war either. So I don't know. I'm really looking forward to seeing this movie, especially after I rewatched the first 2 movies. So, and yeah, time to see how it all comes down to this war. Oh my gosh. So, if you have seen War for the Planet of the Apes, please wait until it is released worldwide, and then you can talk about spoilers in the comment section. But at least give me time to see it first, okay? So, if you guys enjoyed my review for this movie, make sure you thumb up the video, quick subscribe if you're a newbie to the channel. Thank you for watching, and yeah, I am looking so forward to this movie, and I think it's going to be one of the best movies of the summer. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out, y'all.